Hello, and welcome to Nightcraft episode 3, where you're encouraged to just switch off your brain, unwind, and prepare to relax. This series is just for those who want to get away from the noise of the outside world and really just vibe. The aurora is such a beautiful sight. This is why I'll always love shaders. Hopefully you can hear a little bit of the wind as well. It's nice and calming. Anyways, in the last couple episodes we've been enchanting, building, and I think today we'll just continue the building aspect of stuff as I am fully geared out, despite not having full netherite just yet. Off camera, I've done a little bit more building. You'll notice that these farmers were not here before, and I've decided that I want to add a little bit of automation to my crops. I've just automated the wheat farm and the potato farm. Not sure how those carrots got there. And I think we'll add 2 more compartments here as well. Try and make like a dual chamber so that I need less villagers to transport. Now, before we do that, I think I should explain how this farm actually works if you're not used to Minecraft farms or if you've never seen anything like this before. Essentially, it's really easy. I have my tilled ground with the compost in the center, and that acts as a job block. So that turns this villager here into a farmer, and then in the little hidey hole over there I have an unemployed villager, which just makes this farmer want to deploy all of his unnecessary goods into. Now between them there is a hopper in a minecart, and that leads into another hopper down below, which then comes into this chest. Initially this farm wasn't working, so I was told maybe I should add a bed here. Not sure if that's changed anything, but I also filled up these guys' inventory with any excess seeds and wheat or potatoes, and now both of the farms are producing everything I need. So I'm happy with that. It's a little bit slower than doing all of it myself, but that means I can direct all my energy into trying to automate the sugarcane crops, as well as maybe relocating my melon and pumpkin farms, because those probably do need to be automated as well. Before we do anything else, let me show you what I've been working on in the nether. Last episode you would have seen me tame the twin blaze spawners. This episode you're going to see the finished project. I did a little bit of building off camera. It was quite a lot of effort trying to fight off all the blazes, but I finally got it, and I've managed to funnel them into just one pillar, which lets me farm all of their blaze rods. It was a little bit of a challenge trying to figure out how far the lava extends and where I wanted to redirect the blazes to, because I was getting closer and closer to the endless bit of lava at the bottom of the nether. So ideally I would have preferred to have a little bit more height to work with, but for now what we have is working perfectly. So we'll take a right here. I've also placed these torches just to help myself find my way around. But here are the 2 blazes. Now that was a stray blaze. Yep, so he's not from the spawners. Now essentially, using the free cam mod, you'll be able to see what I've done here. I've essentially dug out a 9x9 hole, 3 blocks above, 6 blocks below of each spawner. And what that encourages them to do is to just drop into the pits here. So you can see these blazes, they're going to drop and the lava is going to redirect them into these holes here. And I've completely forgot that I have netherrack. Probably going to have to try and fix that somehow with maybe a potion of fire resistance or something. No wonder the number of blazes was very, very little. But essentially, they keep dropping into the hole. This one's unplugged. and then this lava that I placed redirects them down, and slowly but surely they're gonna drop all the way into this hole and collect. So you can see the blazes are slowly making way down like a conveyor belt. And then down here I have this set up with soul sand and a bunch of hoppers that just let me grab all of them from where they are. So it's not the most efficient farm in the world. I think once I create a couple of potion of fire resistance and I manage to make my way back, I can unclog this hole and get all of this working. Now you might be asking why I have this massive wall in the middle. Well, this is more so a mechanic for the lava, because what I noticed is there wasn't actually enough room for the lava to push both of the blazes in either direction. So what ended up happening is all the blazes would have either collected in this spot, and maybe there were just some dead spots of lava in between. So I patched all of that up, and now the lava will guaranteed push them at least in the direction of the hole and get them going downwards. So let's try collect some blaze rods, and then maybe I'll grab a potion of fire resistance and fix this, because that is annoying me. Okay, so we have made it back to the overworld, where it is nice, calm, and peaceful. Majority of the last episode we spent trying to make this area look very, very nice. So I think our main job today is to focus on a slightly different area. And I have my eyes set on this enchantarium, enchanting room type thing. I've already made it look very interesting, peculiar. But now we're gonna add a little bit of a thematic touch to it. Now what I really want to do is actually introduce some sort of a skylight component to it. So we are able to just look up into the stars or the sun or whatever it is. But also I want to make sure that it is fairly dark and bluish and blackish and mysterious, and maybe we can make use of a lot of the obsidian I've collected. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just keep the dark tinted glass. But our inventory is looking quite bland, so I think that means we're going to have to fill it up with blocks we think will fit the theme here. So let's go ahead and grab some. I think the first block we're going to have to grab is some glass. And we're going to need lots and lots more glass. We're also going to need some more darkish toned type stuff. So I'm thinking maybe some black wool might be needed, black concrete. Maybe a little bit of obsidian. I do also have a lot of nether brick, but I don't know if that's necessarily the vibe that I'm going for. I'm just having a look at all the blocks I have. No, it feels like our palette is very bland at the moment. So I'm gonna go off and grab some sand for a glass. We might have to travel to a slightly different desert. So we will do that. So I kind of want to keep our beach over here. Let me grab our boat. Let's see where we can go. And upgrade. Bread. Yes, I gave you bread. Carrots. Oh, we've got another stack. So it is working slowly. Let's just head off in this direction and see what else we can find. Oh. Okay. Now I'm also gonna have to collect some. Oh, there we go. There's some sand there already. Didn't have to travel too far. Probably gonna end up emptying this island if we continue building big stuff later. Also gotta keep an eye on my tectonics durability, as I do not want this to die. Do have mending on it though, so that should be fine. Yeah, we'll just fill up our inventory with just sand, and then I think that'll be enough for us to move on. Maybe we have to hold a healing session for our tools when we've exhausted them. Well, I see a black sheep as well. Maybe we can take that with us. I don't know, maybe I want a blue sheep. Maybe I want a blue sheep. Efficiency 5 is kinda crazy. Okay, well, that filled up far faster than I thought. Yeah, you know, I think we'll stick it to dark dye instead. Okay, let's head back. Maybe what I'll do as well is I will try and fill everything up with wood, because I don't have a whole lot of coal on me, so I know that's not going to last me a long while. So I'll quickly take a trip to our tree farm, damage our axe as well, and then we can just start mending all our things at the XP farm. And then that could be a good excuse to try and enchant for our crossbow here. Let's head over there. Okay. We're gonna have to use all the furnaces that we have. Otherwise this is not gonna go well. Unfortunately, yeah, blast furnaces don't really do the job. Do they? Yeah, they don't work. So I am gonna pick those ones up, and we're gonna replace them with the regular old furnaces. Good, good. Yeah, I think 6 stacks of glass should be good. Now, do we have any wood on us? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So 48 divided by 6, that'll be 8 logs per thing. Good. I think I put one too many logs there. Good. 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 So yeah, these logs are not going to last us long at all. I think we might have to go on a mining trip very, very soon. Let's just grab some more logs for the time being. We'll fill up the rest of our furnace with those from our oak farm. And And then, yeah, we'll have to consider. Also, need to get a beacon somewhere. I don't know what the range on the beacon is, but mining is becoming a chore. Okay, nice, nice. So there's these big oak trees that mine. Okay. That should be fine. Hopefully grab a bunch more apples as well, because later when we expand the trading hall, we're going to have to get some ridiculous discounts on a lot of stuff if we plan to get any more enchantments for everything. At this point I think my sword is missing fire aspect, and my other stuff are just missing some small things here and there. My helmet could use some things like respiration, maybe we could have some swift sneak, soul speed. I don't know if those things will work with the other enchantments I have, but we could try. Also figured out how to do a peaceful raid. That might be also something we're able to do. Maybe get some totems. Tame some pillagers. Alright, and I think that was the last oak tree. Wow. Ah yes, because I have so much sand. Okay, what I will do is get rid of that arrow. Keep those sticks on me. So I need room for apples. Yes, so we're gonna harvest everything. Let's just plant. Nice. I think there'll be quite a lot more saplings falling soon. Let's just collect the remaining sticks, because I'm gonna need them for the mines. And actually, let's make some torches. Okay, yes, those torches will be very useful. Apples are great. And saplings are great too. Alright, nice. Done enough replenishing there. Let's just go on with our day. Also need to remember to have wood on us while we go into the mines. Okay, so let's check on the sand. Probably stopped already. Yep, just as I suspected. Okay. Okay, let's just fill this entire thing with sand for now. Apples we're gonna have to relocate very soon. The glass is what I'm here for. So then let's just distribute. I'll keep a stack of oak for myself. Okay. Ooh, hang on. If I just get a 6x6 area in my inventory, I can just split them across like that. Okay. It was working. No. Okay, yeah, I think 19 should be enough per thing. There we go, there we go, there we go. And hopefully by the time we are done in the mines, that should be enough. Okay. And maybe I could wait to heal my stuff. There we go. Let's go to the mines. I don't think you guys have actually seen my mine. So this does open up into a larger cave-like system here. And if we go up, we'll make our way to some spawners in a mine shaft. So that'll be really, really useful. And actually, I'm not sure if I want to go down this way. I might go down that way. The reasoning for that being, I did have almost like a strip mine type thing going on. And I am running low on deep slate. Okay, well these were doing something. Nope, it's not a chest. Some tuff there, some flint, that's fine. No, apples will keep that. Let's just do some strip mining. Oops, down here. Okay, there we go. So I think what we can do is just go in this direction and see what we find. Lucky already. Very lucky. Only 2. Okay, it seems like this was only 2. Let's try and heal this guy up. That's fine. And we'll seal it up as well. Don't need our hoe. And probably won't need our axe either. We'll use this as our diamond counter. Nice. See? Strip mining never failed anyone. I can hear a lot of water. So we're gonna have to be very careful not to just accidentally enter into. There's also lava. Yeah, it sounds like the lava is like right there. Let's just be extra careful. Okay, 12. Not bad. Not bad at all. Actually, I don't know if this is deep slate or tough. Yeah, there is definitely lava here. So I'm gonna have to be very, very careful. Redstone, yeah, probably going to be using a lot of that. And there is lava just on top of us, yeah. I don't know how I broke that. Is that it? Not bad. To be honest, I didn't even come in here for diamonds. I feel like I should be higher up, because coal seems to be more on the agenda for today. Oh well. Don't mind if we keep getting more diamonds. Diamonds never hurt anyone. At least not me. Might hurt the warden though. Gravel. Maybe I will need my shovel. Let's get rid of the wood. Alright, we'll go for a little bit longer. Yes, this is a deep slate. Probably keep going until we fill up this stack of deep slate, and then we may have to turn around and head the other way. Yeah, that's tough. Oh, lapis. Already have a lot of lapis. Oh, maybe I should have. Okay, the next lapis ore I see, I'm actually going to silk touch it, because I think that will have a very nice aesthetic on our enchantment room. Oh, that scared me. Okay, let's just turn around now, and then we will try and get some more lapis on us, because that looks like such a cool ore. Maybe even some diamond ores. We'll just silk touch all of them. Because really at this point we are looking for building materials. So the deep slate, tough can all get there temporarily. Lapis can stay there as well. Hold on to the diamonds for our diamond counter, and we will just head this way now. And this time I need to remember to just silk touch everything at this point. Oh, sounds like there's more lava this way. Actually, there was a big system of lava pools just on top. Actually, I love the texture of gold. Let's silk touch that. Yeah. I think I'm getting more ideas for an enchantarium as we keep going. The gold almost looks like stars. Nice, okay, let's silk touch all of this. How do I get a new recipe? That's interesting. Or are you able to... I don't know. Do not know. Alright, we haven't hit diamonds this way, so we'll just turn around now. That lava's quite annoying, so I don't really fancy dealing with it. Okay, so we are making some gains now. Let us go here. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there. There's not really a method to my madness. Kind of just do what I see fit. Oh, diamonds, nice. Okay, this right side seems to have a lot more ores more regularly. Yeah, I think we'll just collect a little bit of all the ores. Make sure we're silk touching each and every one of them. This is the part usually people skip when they're making their Minecraft videos, but I like to keep it in because it's just calming. You, me, and the mines. And oftentimes just the tedious parts, which are the easiest to just tune off to. Turn off your brain, because there's nothing scary here. And even if there was anything scary, I'm in full enchanted diamond armor. Nothing's gonna get me, even if it tried. Trust me, I've even swum in lava quite a few times building that bliss spawner in the nether. So there is quite literally nothing in this world that can kill me. Maybe the warden can, but even then I think I'll survive quite a bit before it can get me. I also know how to make a warden farm, so it is quite unfortunate for that poor thing. Okay, am I missing any ores? I have lapis, iron, redstone, gold. I think I'm missing coal and emerald. I'm not going to find any emerald ore here. That's going to be much higher up in like the mountains. So I think we'll keep going a little bit more. Maybe the next diamond patch we hit, I'll actually mine with my fortune pickaxe and then we'll just head around. Maybe that will be the play. The grind of a Minecraft player is never over. You mine, and you craft, and then you mine again because you run out of blocks. Honestly, it's such a fun game despite how simplistic the premise is. Okay, now we haven't hit an ore for a while. Oh, speak of the devil. I think we will fortune this guy. There we go. What, 7 from that? Interesting. Alright, let's just head back now. And I would say that was a successful mining expedition. Maybe we'll look around the mine shaft as well real quick after I put down all of the earnings from this expedition, because we are in need of basic materials. I might need to make a couple trips back for deep slate if I ever need it. Actually, let's just turn that into that. And I can use my bundle to carry onto some stuff here. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Okay, no matter what, I think we'll just hold back as much of the deep slate as we can. As much of it as we can. There we go. Is that all we can fit? I think that's all we can fit. Also sounds like they're playing those random cave sounds again. Hopefully that didn't scare you guys. Oh yeah, copper ore. Knew I was missing something. Let's just put that in here. Alright, nice. And hopefully we'll put all of our winnings back, and I'm quickly gonna go mining for some coal. Is there anything we can take back from here? No. So let's just go all the way back up now. And I think it'll be a good time to also heal our tools, because they are slightly damaged, a little bit paranoid. But we'll heal the tools and then go back for round 2, because I doubt all of the sand. Oh, the sand is still burning. Interesting. Okay. Let's check all of our winnings down there. And yeah, the diamonds, lots and lots of diamonds. Probably need to mine some more iron as well, because that is running short. But I think, ooh, and we can use the amethyst. It'll look very, very nice. Okay. So let's use a combination of lapis. Let's use a combination of redstone. Let's use a combination of amethyst, obsidian. I think this block pallette's looking very, very good. Do have more obsidian. Oh, crying obsidian, because that really doesn't have any more uses there. We can use the crimson stem, the warp stem. Oh, the creativity juices are flowing, 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 flowing. Shroom lights, maybe. Glowstone lights, maybe. Quartz, probably not. Okay, let's see if we can make use of the shroom lights. Okay. So let's start. Let's see what damage we can do. Okay. So we have just finished using the XP farm, and we have healed all of our gear again. Thank you, Minecraft devs, for mending. One of the best things they've ever added. And I should just about hit level 50. There we go. So the mining expedition was a success. My leveling up was a success. Healed all of my tools. We're looking at the lovely sunset back just behind us. And oh, 51. Damn. Sometimes I underestimated how good this thing is. Also, I did add a couple more armadillos from the farm, so maybe that had something to do with it. There's no way we get to level 52. I refuse to believe it. Just wow. Well, I'm gonna be here until all of the levels are acquired, and then we're gonna try and get max enchanting on our piercing to mending crossbow. There we go. Okay, finally the enchantment stopped. So we're gonna try and max enchant this and actually get the enchanting room looking good as well. So I am thinking, with the block palette that we've chosen and the design I have kind of coming out of the ground, it's like getting more mystical as we approach this wall here. So we're kind of embracing that transition from nature to magic. And I think the closer we get to this enchanting book, because that is the source of all the magic, just weirder things happen around it. So that's why some of the bookshelves will start floating, that's why some of the slabs are floating, and we'll also have our blocks start to change. And I think these look very magical. So I'm going to replace this below And look at that. It already looks so much more magical. I don't actually have too many warped stems here, so I'm going to have to use that sparingly. But I think, yeah, that works very, very nicely. It just looks like it's harnessing magical energy from all around. And then maybe what we'll do is we'll use the red, the crimson, to go all the way around. So I do want somewhat of a corrupted kind of look towards the back end of this, but then we'll also use our lapis and some of the other blocks that come from that palette to incorporate around about here. Okay, so now I'm just thinking what I can do with everything. I also need to remember I have a bunch of ores that I wanted to chuck inside here. So let's just do a little bit of planning and see how we can get everything looking. Okay, because we want to start from the bottom, I think what we'll do is we'll dig out a little bit the area, just demarcate where the enchantarium kind of begins and what is part of it. And it also means we'll have to expand this back wall a little bit. And I'm okay taking it down, but we're gonna have to replace this with something. And yeah, we'll definitely take this all the way to the height. That looks good. And then maybe the corners can be where the crimson roots come up from. So I'm thinking like maybe there's a big block of wood here that kind of reaches into the backside. So let me show you what I'm envisioning. So I don't want all of that stone to just despawn. So let's quickly make a trip back to the storage room. See, something really cool they could have done with the copper golems is instead of having them just sort chests, maybe have them pick up items from the floor and chuck them into chests as well. That would have been really sick. Oh well, can't ask too much of the devs. I don't even know how they managed to program that to begin with. Okay, maybe we will keep the stone here for now, but let me show you what I'm imagining. So I'll kind of break this area here. I'm sort of imagining it kind of twisting its way all the way into our thingamabob. Something like that. So you can see how it looks like it's kind of just being pulled in from the wall. Need to have it look more like roots. Yeah, and we'll have like some areas. We might have to make a trip to the nether as well. We'll have areas kind of come here and they'll join up like that. Sure, I had some more crimson roots somewhere. Let me see. Let me check my chest, see if I had any. Sometimes what happens is I chuck them on the chest not knowing I was gonna use them. Oh yeah, see, we have plenty of stacks of these. So we're just going to try and complete that aesthetic there. Yeah, like even extending out to here, that'll look very cool. Needs to look like it's sprouting. Also want it to look sort of invasive. Yes. Just random growth wrapping around. That looks good. That looks really good. So you can see that when we're coming here, it really looks like it's just wrapping. I'll kind of have it follow a little bit of a path up here as well. So that way make no mistake, there is something magical happening here. That looks really good. And we'll do the same thing on the other corner, so then it'll seem like it's getting wilder and wilder. Let's do a couple more here. Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Adds a little bit of depth. And actually, I want it to be continuous like that. There we go. It's working. Feel so evil doing this, even though this is actually really normal. And then, yep, we're gonna have to need some more of this, and we'll use the other corner, or I'll start branching from there as well. And then the other thing you'll see is the closer we get to this, the more it looks like everything's being pure. So we're going to have like a blue and clean palette with maybe water and glowing particles. I have a really cool way of adding particles. And then there'll be a transition point. On top will be very, very hellish and dark, chaotic, magic type architecture while we're building. Nice. And then we'll wrap you in this direction. I want there to be a little bit of intersection and overlap. And then maybe I can turn that blue so you can see how it's transitioning, and the closer we get to this area, the more pure everything becomes. So as we enter the field, and you can almost imagine like there's this blue protective type aura that comes from this magical place. Okay, let's fill in the rest of the evil stuff, and then we can talk. Again, let's make this one bluish. Let's see how that looks. I like it, but it feels like there's too much density here, so I think I'm going to push this pillar back. I feel like that is a good spot for us to add the crimson stuff. There we go. Yeah, and you kind of get a dome-like effect. It doesn't look too accentuated yet because of the light. Let's get rid of any light. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, how do I heal this guy? The apples? Did not mean to hit him. Do you eat bones? That would be really strange. Maybe I can try. What does an undead horse eat? And it has to be bones. If not, do I even have any bones? I don't think I have any bones. Okay, well, we're gonna have to figure out how to heal that guy, or even remember that I have damaged him. Oh, you poor thing. Oh, you are kind of dead. Okay, let's just continue building our thing. So now it might be appropriate for us to imbue some of the magic from the ores itself, and that can be located on the ground. So diamond, lapis, obviously, lots and lots of blue. Maybe I'll disperse it a little bit more. Okay, so then, yeah, let's just disperse a couple of these ores. feel like there has to be some diamond here. Okay, nice. And then we will also add some lapis somehow. Maybe the lapis can be growing on the wall. Nice. And then need a ooh, I can use the gold and make somewhat of a logo. Like a star. Does that work? Ooh, that's interesting. Very intriguing. Maybe. Maybe. Does that work? Oh, I think that works. Oh my god, I have an idea. And then we kind of make like a magical wand. Yes. Nope. That looks like a magical wand. And then we can fill the neck with some crying obsidian. Oops. Get that there, get that there. And then the gold. Gonna have to pick up. Nice. That looks really magical. That looks really magical, my days. Maybe we'll put one more crying obsidian. Or no. No. I think this worked. That looks like a gem. Maybe the whole handle can be crying obsidian. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I think that works. Oh my god. That looks so sick. That actually looks so sick. I don't know what I was expecting. Like you walk in here. Like if you come here, it's kind of obstructed. Well, it's almost like you complete a piece of the puzzle. God, I don't know if I like this diamond block here. I'm gonna get rid of that. I think we're gonna replace the diamond block. Put the diamond block. Just put it here. That works. That works really nicely. That works really, really nicely. Now we need to incorporate more of this lapis somewhere. Good. This amethyst I'm gonna have to incorporate. Well, I don't have to, but I think just even making an entrance with the amethyst would be good enough. to something like okay, so then I'm going to fill in this area here with amethyst, and this will be viewed from the top, which might be a good thing, might be a bad thing, but that kind of demarcates the beginning of the enchantarium. Okay, now maybe I'll do. Can't really move him either. There we go. Okay. Okay. So now the lapis. What can I do with the lapis? See, a lot of zombies. Okay, so there's a lot of zombies there. And we are trying to make this look nice. I don't really want to make my life easier. Anywho. You back. Let's put you back. Don't really need the wood. Don't really need the diorite. The granite, sorry. Oh, I love the crying obsidian there. So you can already tell it just looks magical here. I just need this entire place to glow. I honestly think I'm just gonna have to fill all of this with just random blocks now. So I think what we'll do is have that there. I think we can. I want to fill the gaps in. Maybe. I don't know. That granite on the back is really annoying me. Like, I don't want this wall to be whatever it is right now. I want it to be a darkish palette so that we can really put all the attention on the surrounding architecture. Okay, that did something. Something is happening. The chaotic seeds of a design sometimes just need that randomness. just chuck a root there to complete that. See, it looks like so much better. It feels like there's life and an actual tree rooting out of it. Though it's not as dark as I would like. But I think that's where the tinted black glass is just going to fill in every one of the rest of the gaps, including the moss floor and the ceiling and all of that. So I think we've made quite a lot of progress with the enchantarium there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. A little bit of a shorter video. Actually no. There's one more thing I want to do before we call it a video. One more thing. It's going to be very quick. But it's actually something to explain how I get all of those cool magical particles. I can't tell. Is that the sunrise? Yeah, that is the sunrise. The sun rising right now is crazy. That means we've been working the entire time. I wanted to grab some of these, because this is how we get our magical particles. There should be... I don't know if these are bone mealable either. Do I try bone meal them? I don't know if they spawn naturally either. Let me try bone meal them. I have a bunch of seeds somewhere. I have a composter with me. No, I do not. Well, I can make one. Let's make ourselves a composter. Grab some bone meal. It would be really disappointing if you can't bone meal them, because then I'm going to have to go hunting. You can bone meal them. That is promising. Let me see if I can grab some more bone meal from somewhere. Bones. Any bones? We're probably gonna have to wait for night time. Okay, we'll get a couple more bone meal from these excess seeds. And then once we get enough of those fireflies, we'll get so many mana particles. So many mana particles. Okay, last batch of seeds. Okay. So that was our last batch of seeds. Yeah, that's really good. And that is really, really good. So, let's quickly place these. I'll teach you guys something about how they work. So we want the entrance to be filled with mana. So I need this layer to also be just dirt. Do I have any dirt on me? No, I do not. grab some dirt, and then the magic will start. Because it's really simple. You just place these one block beneath the ground where you want to place them. Like so. So I'm going to fill in the rest of this with moss. And you can already see the mana particles. Looks so crazy good, doesn't it? Let's do something similar down here. So we get 3 down, we place our dirt, get ourselves out, place the firefly bushes again, and then cover them up. I like to use the moss, you don't have to. Okay, and you can see even more mana particles. So a couple on this side. We're gonna have to disperse them. 1, 2, 3. Dirt block, firefly bush, and moss. Let's do one behind. 1, 2, 3. Dirt, firefly, moss. Let's do a couple this way. I'm gonna have to go all the way around. 1, 2, 3. Dirt, particle, and this one I'm going to replace with copper and iron. Iron. Let's do one blue here. 1, 2, 3. And then do some more copper. And that just changed the vibe of everything here. So now, I think that can be the end of our episode. Let's just embrace what we've done today. I think we've done quite a lot of work. And yeah, it just looks really cool. I think we'll make more progress as the days go by. But for now, we'll just enjoy looking at ourselves using these mana particles. And yeah, we'll call it that.